What's up, guys? Welcome to Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Dru.
That's right. This is Titan Lifestyle. I'm back. John's back. How was the trip?
Good, man.
Good.
Listen, LA was good. I definitely thought I had a different perception of LA or California before I went out there. And
Yeah,
out there.
I could see it in the videos. I was like, yeah, he's liking it.
It was definitely nice.
Yeah.
The weather was really good, thank God. I guess the weeks before it rained really bad, but out there was like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Cool down the nighttime, probably like maybe like low 60s,
Yeah.
early 50s. Late
No
50s.
humidity. Just,
No, it was super nice, like super nice. And one thing that I can say that I didn't think was going to be was the hospitality there was ridiculous.
I mean, like restaurants, hotels?
Restaurants, hotels, like just ridiculous.
Really?
People were a lot nicer than I thought they were going to be in California. Everybody was super nice, and and every time's an adventure, right? Like it was cool to see Mike's house.
Suitcase fly out the back of it.
That's what I was gonna say because I didn't post on my page, but Sharice did. And yeah, so we got picked up from Mike's house, and like we stayed like 2 nights in like Santa Monica, like by the Santa Monica Pier, and that's where kind of by Mike's house. And then we went to Rodeo Drive and like down Beverly Hills to stay. And literally, it's like from the hotel that we were in to that, like 6 miles, 7 miles.
Yeah.
That takes 30 to 40 minutes to get to because of traffic.
Right.
Traffic there is something.
It's like that downtown Miami traffic, like a mile, like 23 minutes. Yeah.
But I've never had this happen where we're in an SUV. We drove probably about 5 to 10 minutes. We're on the highway. All I hear, dude, I was kind of like shocked. Like, what's going on? What just happened right now? So he hit us. She's like, oh my God, the bags are coming out. And then this guy is like, well, dude, he sees it. He's still driving. She's like, pull over. So he pulls in the middle of these like this highway where it had like a ramp and like that little area right between the ramp and the other lanes.
Lines on it. Yeah.
Pulls right in there, and I'm like, I'm like thinking like, what the hell am I gonna do? I don't want to get by no damn car.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna just have to go get it. I'm like, jump out the car. There's a shoulder lane on the left side.
Going into incoming traffic.
Yes, incoming traffic. These cars are flying, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. So I start running and booking. Obviously, that guy starts following me. Luckily, it was one bag. It was my bag.
Yeah.
All my suitcase. I'm thinking somebody's going to run this thing over and trash all my stuff that's in it. Everything's in it.
Yeah.
Everything that I had. So I'm like, great. So I'm running down there. I'm like, oh, these cars are whizzing. And then finally, somewhere started to slow. They're going by these bags. Nobody hit the bag. Thank God. And then finally, they like slowed up traffic enough where I could run out in the middle of this highway, grab the suitcase, and run back to the shoulder.
And there's probably a distance too. When you're on the highway, even if you slow down, you're like it takes like 100 yards just to.
It was. It had to be at least 2 football fields.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? It's another good test though because I don't do cardio. So real world situations.
Yeah.
I gotta perform.
You have to run.
And I performed. I wasn't huffing and puffing. I ran. I was like, all right, so I can still do this if I really need to.
Yeah, because people do cardio, they walk. They just walk.
Yeah.
We don't have to jog or run.
Yeah. When you're sprinting or running hard, I mean, you see how far you got in that stamina.
I haven't ran hard. Like I'll do like the skip run.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing basketball, you do that little skip run, but I haven't actually ran.
Yeah. Full out, just blacks, bro.
I probably destroyed my.
It was just all shit. We got the bag, and thank God. And I was in a black car, so I got a black car from Uber. I'm like, this black car situation. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So throw the bag in there, and like the guy was just being lazy. He had a third seat that he kept up. If he would have put it down, the bags would have been on there.
Yeah.
And it just would have been that, Yeah. Luckily, there was only a couple scratches, little scrapes on the bag.
What was got something with the bag? Remember that time we're in Vegas?
Yes.
The other thing with the other.
Yes. The guy took the exact same bag I had. The exact same bag. Took my bag.
Yeah.
All my money, everything was in there. Guy, obviously you were with me. Called him. Called me. I was like, oh, thank God.
I'm surprised he returned that.
For real. I mean,
but then again, he probably had some valuable shit in the bag you had too.
Yeah.
Like,
what was all this?
Probably like both. I don't even care what's in there. I just want my shit back.
Yeah. So, it was definitely cool. Like I said, it was different out there. Like even Rodeo Drive, I've been to Rodeo, and like like the stores like Louis Vuitton's out there, right?
Yeah.
But instead of like here, like Tampa, like Louis Vuitton, they have the girl side and a little bit of the guy stuff that's out.
Yeah.
They have 2 huge stores. One is all females, 3 floors. One is all male, 3 floors. That's huge. So usually when you go in this like Louis Vuitton, you go in these stores down here, they only have limited space, so only so much stuff gets displayed.
Yeah.
Literally, you go in there, every item that you probably see on their website is displayed.
So there's no like back room.
No back room. You get to see all the merchandise. You're like, cool. Like I said, even there, if you walk in this Louis Vuitton, they're a little standoffish because that's the way the brand's supposed to be.
Yeah.
They're like, right, they had somebody right away, like, what's your name? We're gonna meet with somebody right away. Here's a person that'll be helping you.
That's good customer. I know you're big on customer
I
service.
was.
Yeah.
And the hotel just blew me away. The first hotel blew me away. I mean, they were just, like I said, I was really impressed with the service and hospitality in California. And I think we need that here in Florida.
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know, I was just shocked, bro.
I'd be shocked too, because if someone told me that, I'd be like, really? I wouldn't really think.
I know.
LA is like New York, kind of.
Yeah.
Like that whole, I'm too busy. Who are you?
Right.
There's so many people, you're nobody.
Right.
I didn't think it would be like that.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. It was definitely cool. I mean, so, if you guys are heading out to LA, check it out. I mean, a lot of cool stuff out there. Luckily, we didn't have no problems, no issues.
A lot of Titans out there.
Really. A lot of Titans out there, for sure. There was definitely a lot of Titans out in California, so that was cool. Got to visit the Mecca. Never been there before. So
that was your first time there.
First time there. That was pretty
I would have been there when it was the Mecca. Though.
Yeah.
It's a little watered down now, but still the history is crazy.
Yeah.
The pictures on the wall, the jerseys, all the history, the actors, the sports people, the baseball players, everything.
Yes.
It's kind of like the Hollywood Star they have.
Yeah.
That's like the gym version.
Yes.
They have like all the that's nice.
Definitely. It was cool.
It's big in there too. Most people think it's just like a small, like an MI40 type box. It's got a lot of shit in there.
It's got the outside, the inside, so it's a bodybuilder's gym too. It's not like the regular box gym. It's just not like that. Like it was more motivating as far as that goes. It's cool. A lot of guys in there, a lot of girls in there doing their thing. So super motivating. Got to hang with Mike a little bit, and that was it, man. Really, just to try to just take everything out there and enhance it and kind of go on. But yeah, super cool. That was super cool. Yeah, man.
But LA's different. It's definitely different out there.
It is.
Totally different. It's like a different world.
It is.
Like when you're in the East Coast, New York, Florida,
yeah,
like all up and down, it's kind of like, but over there is just a different vibe. West is a completely different type of person.
It is.
You're either up north, down south, or out west.
For real.
There's no like in between.
No, it's all different types of vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Like it really is. So.
What about the gas? How much is gas over
there? Oh my God, the gas was so expensive. It was like $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
That was like the cheap one, right? Like 89.
$5, $6, $7 a gallon. Yeah.
It was nuts. It was nuts. And then on the way back on the plane, I'm sitting there. I just got on the plane. I don't know if you know what this is. I don't know if you've seen Jackass or anything like that, right? But Bam Margera.
I definitely know who Bam. Crazy Bam.
Bam, right?
Yeah.
So Bam walks on the plane. I go, no shit, Bam Margera's on the plane, huh? He's like, what's going on, man? I was like, hello, how you doing?
That's the crazy. He's like the original crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So walk back to your seat, chill, whatever, right? So we get off the plane, and then Bam's there. He's with his wife, and he's like, oh, what's going on? He like showed me, like his kid lives out in California, so he goes back out there like every month.
Yeah.
So he has this picture, like cool. He's like, we take a picture of him? Like, yeah, no problem. Take a picture of him, and of course, I'm gonna talk to him like, hey, Bam, like, dude, I know this place called Titan. Do you live here now? He's like, yeah. I was like, awesome. I was like, I got preventative anti-aging. I was like, we can kind of help you out in some of these different ways. It's like, I'll talk to my wife. She's more into that. Yeah. He's like, sounds interesting. So start talking to her. Of course, she's all about it. She's cool. Danny's super cool. And then at that point, I put her with Charisse, and I start talking to Bam, and we go get our luggage, and that's it. And so I'm like, hey, you guys gotta come in the center. Yeah. They were just in here yesterday.
So he came.
Yeah. I got pictures of him. I put on the Titan video. So I put
people Bam on original crazy. Like now everybody tries to do what he's doing.
Yes.
I used to like when he used to mess with his dad. Remember he used to mess with his dad?
And his mom.
He'd go up to his dad and just smack him or do something crazy or like fart on him or do like he used to do a lot of crazy.
He did. So and but like Bam honestly, had some issues with some substances and alcohol and stuff like that. So
he's sober now though, right?
Yes, he's dead sober, but he told me he had to go on all these medications because the studios were making him go on all these medications and stuff like that. It was all according to negative issues like weight gain and all this. Yeah. And right now, like the new Jackass is coming out. There's going to be a new one, and he's going to have some footage in that one, I guess. So he's going to be hitting the red carpet. So I was like, dude, Bam. I was like, bro, my first thing I want to do is just make you toy healthy, and then get you aesthetically like set where you want to and you're feeling confident to walk these red carpets. Yeah, that was my biggest thing for him.
That'd be huge.
Super cool. I told him, I said, my goal is to transform you, because I can transform you, and once I transform you, people will be like, what the fuck are you doing?
And the thing with him is he's crazy enough where he'll probably what does it say? Someone said, Drew, hello.
Hey.
Edward Harris saying hello. Oh, Brazil. We got Brazil.
Hey, live from Brazil. What's going on? That's awesome.
Rachel's asking how you doing.
Yeah. Doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
We're doing good. So the next thing, I guess, so after the Bam thing, I think we're definitely going to get him transformed. I think and that's going to be super cool to do.
That'd be good,
right?
yeah.
You know, if we can get Bam transformed,
especially people our age,
yes.
so they know who he is, like from the MTV and the whole like.
Because our age, he's 45 years old.
Yeah, he's like the same. Yeah,
it'll be really cool. I told him, I was like, I was like, the comeback's going to be better than the setback, and all those people that were all against you, it's going to be awesome.
Damn, look at Bam with the facial hair.
Yep, there's Bam.
Wow.
Yeah, super cool, man. Super cool. Had his dogs outside, was sitting somewhere outside while his wife was in here, and then they switched real quick. But yeah, just super cool. Like I said, and his wife's like, thank you so much for saying hi to him. She's like, people are usually very nervous or don't say anything to him, whatever. I'm like,
well, they may not recognize him with them.
Like, it's a regular dude, right? Like, celebrities, athletes, they're regular people. Some might have bigger egos than others. But usually they're regular people. If you talk to them regularly, they're going to accept that, So it's just super cool. And like I said, for what we do, this is right up her alley, right up his alley, right. I think what he needs. So I think it's going to be. It's going to be.
Came that quick though.
Oh yeah,
like the next day.
He lives pretty close. Like she was all about it. Like I said, he's got a lot of things in the mix coming up, and for him, I told him
there's a new Jackass movie. Right?
Yeah, new Jackass movie.
I haven't heard Jackass in a long time. That was. I mean, even the music, I can hear the theme song. Yeah, the theme song with the banjo.
That's the other thing, right? Like, so that was on MTV and all that. MTV produced a whole bunch of different shows and all that were very successful. All the MTV channels were done.
RIP MTV. Yeah. That happened like last month, I think, right? They got rid of everything. Yeah.
And that was,
remember that I Want My MTV song?
Yes.
I think they played that. Like when I was a little kid playing like different sports, they would have that playing like the park. It was just like that. Just the 80s, 90s.
It was iconic.
Yeah, that song was it with the guitar riffs and it
was just so dope. MTV used to be the best. Even BET, when they had the really good BET.
Yeah, nothing's the same.
It's not the same.
BET Uncut and Comic View like next time. And
yeah.
Remember the Real World?
I do.
Like the first Real World.
Yes, the first one.
Instagram and all this social media now is basically everything is the Real World.
Yeah.
But the Real World, that was like the first reality show. Like the first.
Yep.
Like the theme song, they bring different people from different races, different parts of the country, put them in a house and just put the camera on them.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was before social media. That was the original like reality TV. Now everybody just does it every day from their phone.
I know. Yeah, we basically got reality TV all day long. Everybody's
the real world. You just look at people's story. You can see what they're brushing their teeth. They're going here. The same that you do on the real world.
Yeah, it's funny. I
used to love the fights, like the cat fights.
Oh, the good ones.
The cat fights.
Good ones. Those weren't planned or scripted or anything like that. Because if you look at some of the reality TV shows, when they say directed by, that's not reality. There's somebody directing this person what to do. So they're setting up drama or whatever it is.
Remember Kenny Anderson's wife?
Yes. What was that? Rural Housewives?
That might have been the first one.
Yeah. I think that was.
Kenny Anderson. I remember she was on there. She got into some, I forget her name, but she got like some big fight. It used to be like crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's great. RIP MTV.
Yeah.
That was good.
RIP MTV.
Now it's going to be playing on like some like weird satellite, like.
Yeah, man. I don't even know if they're going to do that, are they?
It's kind of like a Nickelodeon.
Oh, shit.
They still have Nickelodeon?
Yeah, Nickelodeon still on the Cartoon Channel, stuff like that. So
81.
81, wow.
81? I thought it was like
that's the year. That's the year I was born, guys. So
I thought it was like 85 or something like that.
Right?
86. I didn't know it was 81.
That's a long time, man. That's a long.
What was on back then? Remember Yo MTV Raps?
Oh, yes.
Yo MTV Raps was good.
It's the good stuff, man. It's the good stuff. So, we'll see what they come up with now. I mean, all it is reality TV now. That's all it is. There's no really good schedules television like MTV. There's nothing like that. I mean, I guess if you want to do something like that, you go to iTunes now or Spotify or whatever it is.
Go to social media and just watch people on the story.
That's the other one too.
Watch regular stuff. Right?
But music, I mean, even music, like to a certain extent, like back in the day when you had CDs, I remember back in the day we had tapes. When we had CDs, you'd go in there and listen to the CD before you bought the CD because back in the day, you might buy a CD, there might only be one good song in the whole CD.
Yeah. I remember that,
one song.
Remember Columbia House?
I do.
With the CDs?
Yeah.
8 CDs for a penny. And
that was dope.
Cassette deck. I remember cassette decks.
Cassettes, man.
Tapes. I remember sometimes when the tape would break, you tie a knot in it, and then during that part, then it evens back out to the song. Yeah. I had Rap's greatest hits on the cassette tape. That was the first I got it from like Ames or like some old school store. It had like the tape and it had like remember that it had the cassette tape and then it had like the long security things so you couldn't put in your pocket.
I do. It's crazy how things have changed.
Yeah, and then CDs. Yeah.
So there's no physical
anything.
Anything. It's all digital.
Yeah.
Pictures, music. I mean, everything is.
I remember my first little apartment I had. I used to just get DVD collection. Remember, everyone had like the wall. And I used to go to Best Buy in the bins and just buy like the cheapest. I didn't even wash them just to fill up my collection and have the whole wall. Like I had good ones, but I also had like the $6-7 in the bundle. I didn't watch it. The plastic's on it. But I still because I just wanted to have that thing full so bad. Now it's like it's right here. It's a million movies right here.
I know. And you know what the thing is those accounts will be worth money. So like if you have a streaming account, I have a streaming account through Voodoo, right? Yeah. I think I have what 1,200 movies on there. Yeah. Think about 1,200 movies times $20, and that's what it's worth because all those movies are on there and never going to go away. But I'll tell you what, some of those DVDs are worth good money, like good money.
Yeah, like the Two-Face Scarface limited edition.
You can find some ones that are rare. You'll be able to make some good money off it. The other thing is video games. They had
I watched the YouTube videos of the guys like retro gamers and stuff.
Oh my god! So
they'll buy like a Nintendo original game system.
Yes.
You know Mario?
The Mario
is like I think it's like $800,000.
Yes,
the most expensive game.
Rated Mario.
Yeah, it's like
it's an unopened one.
Yeah, it's the first one
for sure.
Yeah, it's like
for
800.
Yeah. So I mean,
Duck Hunt, like it had like the Duck Hunt Mario, like the package.
I mean, even the Olympic one. You remember with the little patio put on the ground, like you can do the games for Nintendo.
That's the most expensive one.
That's the most expensive one.
Yeah,
I mean it's crazy.
Stadium games.
Yeah.
Stadium. Yeah. That's the most that's even higher, I think, than the Mario. That's that number one. Yeah. And
it's nuts because when those things were done in the
10-yard fight.
You're like
10-yard fight.
Dude, that's another good one. I mean, so it's just crazy. Like some of these things that don't have any value per se or are obsolete later on in life could be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I like the retro stuff though, because now it's like everything's like here. There's like kids that they don't even know what a game is, like a physical game.
I know.
I mean, PlayStation. Pretty soon, PlayStation, Xbox. There's gonna be no physical game.
No, I know.
You're just gonna go on your phone, you buy the game, and then you download it to your system, and there's no like. Think about that. If we're not using CDs and DVDs anymore, why are we still taking a disc and putting it into a game system?
Makes no sense.
They should be like a chip, or just you buy it on your phone.
Yeah.
And you send it to your gaming thing, and just like a movie.
Even if you have the DVD though, right, or the CD or whatever it is, as far as it goes in the game, you still got to put it in, and you still got to download it. Have you ever done that? So
never.
Yeah, so like. And I don't know if it's to keep like your updates or whatever, but like that's what happens. So you get a new game from PS5 and you buy it, let's say it's Madden or whatever. You stick it in your PS5, and at that point, it still makes you download.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still makes you download.
I was more of an Xbox. I like Xbox.
You know, you're still using the hard drive space to do that, which the CD or DVD should be able to hold that, but it doesn't. So just crazy how things are. Things are going to just
physical thing is going to be everything's going to go to the phone. Like everything's going to go to the phone.
Yep.
It's true what they said.
Or whatever it's going to be, but
like your car keys, any type of fob entry thing, any type of access, barcodes, everything phone. Think about we're paying with our phone, directions on our phone, movies on our everything is the phone. Like everything is the phone. We got some some comments.
John, what do you know about Comic View and BET? I know everything about Comic View and BET.
Bruce.
All right, Lou Olivia. Can peptide therapy help with weight loss and muscle gain? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peptides are game changers, and there's so many different peptides out there that can do so many different things. And there's definitely peptides like GLPs that can help you lose weight. And there's peptides like testosterone or ipamorelin, those GHRP peptides that will help you gain muscle. So a lot of different things out there, a lot of different options, and these are naturally occurring things in the body, peptides. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And, people are getting into peptides now. There's more talk of peptides than ever on the internet through influencers or social media or whatever it is. Everybody's asking about these things. Not a lot of people know about them or know about what they do and all the different options out there and all these different peptides.
So I notice a lot of people know about peptides now, but they don't know about like legit peptides.
Right.
Because what happens is people say peptide. Oh, what's that? They Google search it and there's a site. Oh, buy it now. So it's a big difference of like actual like real through Titan, through a medical place, prescription. Like it's a big difference.
Huge difference.
Even in terms of recovery, I know some people that'll just they buy the cheap stuff because it's cheap and they take so much of it. They're like, yeah, man, I was doing so much of it, and then they come to Titan. They're like, yo, I'm doing 0.4, and I'm getting the same benefits I was doing at 1.5.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, yeah. I said, I told my PPC, I think it says either 0.15 or 0.3 ml.
Yeah.
On my prescription.
Yeah, it's there's
a 0.13.
3 milligrams per ml, and it's like 0.15.
Yeah, 0.15 twice a day.
Yep. So you can do 0.3.
Yeah, so I do all of
5 twice.
Yeah, so 0.3, and that's working.
Yes.
You know,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's
I get BPC. I just blast the whole bottle. Like you're blasting 3 milligrams at a time.
Right.
You don't need to.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's great. But if it's not working, then you're really just wasting money for sure. Because at that dose, you should definitely be getting an effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no way you're not gonna.
Yeah. So I mean, at that point, like, just make sure you guys are doing the right things. And like I just talked with this guy yesterday who's deep in the industry, really deep, and he's a really high up guy. And at that point, like he has direct connections with RFK, goes to Washington every month, like he's a part of the health panel, crazy stuff. So he's with me, and he's trying to get them right now to have legislature about peptides because a couple months ago, what was it, 6-8 months ago, the FDA came out, banned peptides, and just left it like as is. And we know
people think you can't get them anymore.
You can. Yeah, you can. Real legit peptide you get still from Titan Medical Center. So at that point, like, just be smart about it. And it's not the cheapest thing. Even when we talk about, proteins, you go buy a cheap protein like from Walmart.
Your stomach is
garbage.
Yeah.
You pay for what you get. And that's what it is.
And another thing too, people always talk about the difference between peptides from like a research, like research purposes, not intended, whatever, as opposed to Titan, like quality real. It's kind of like the same thing when people I just totally lost my train of thought. But what were you just saying? I lost my train of thought.
No, it's okay. So we're talking about people buying from research chemical sites, not knowing that these are underdose, might not be what it really is. And taking a chance by injecting their body. And getting it from Titan Medical Center where you know what it is, you know it's not going to be underdosed. You're going to get the result, and you're going to actually have somebody monitoring you. And somebody you can call for support.
Oh, that's what it was.
I don't know how many people, right, will get their vials from Peptide Science or this, whatever one is out there. Now you can't call them like, hey, listen, how do I dilute this and how do I take this?
There's no.
What happens with the interaction? What should I be looking for here?
Because legally they can't tell you.
Legally they cannot, and they don't want to because they don't want to be liable. So
that's what I was saying. Like when I was at I went to the grand opening, Champs. Derek, he had his grand opening.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that, man.
The thing was
huge,
3 times as big as Tampa Pro.
Yeah,
maybe even bigger. I could not believe it. It was. I've never been to any grand opening or any. It was the most crazy thing I've ever seen. But I was talking with one of the guys, one of the tables that has a company that sells, protein and all this stuff, and he even said it. I said, why is it when you take a sample of whatever it doesn't matter if it's chocolate, anything,
right?
Why is it when you take it from you, like specifically from your booth,
right,
it works, but if you go and because some of the stuff from his company they sell at Walmart.
Gotcha.
So I'm always like, I mean, you've heard of it, I'm not going to say who it is, but some of the stuff at his company they sell at Walmart. So I'm like, I always tell people, if you can get it at Walmart, don't get his crap.
Right.
But I tried it, and I'm like, how come this is working, but it's not the same as Walmart? You know what he said? He said, it's a completely different listen, and this is a guy from the company.
Right.
Like, he knows, like, you know who he is. He owns store. He said that is specifically different. It's like watered down. Like they may use certain ingredients, but the ingredients is like terrible.
Gotcha.
They don't absorb well.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I never knew that. He said other companies, major companies that sell, whether it's like protein or whatever, they sell them in Walmart. He said the same thing. He said all of them. He said even Amazon. He said if you go to Amazon and order this product, it's going to be the watered down. He said I can even pull up on my phone and show you the difference.
Wow.
The quality of
Wow.
So it kind of makes me feel like the same thing as with the peptides.
Right.
Like if you get them through Titan, it's going to be 100% legit.
Yeah.
You may be able to get it online without
Yeah.
a prescription, but it's going to be watered down, it's going to be crap. So it's kind of like, I never knew that.
Right.
So he said, if you ever want to get something, go to the company specifically.
Right. That makes sense.
Like, don't go to a third party.
Yeah.
Or don't go to this, and go to the company specifically. And I was
Right.
like, yeah, it makes sense. That's why I tell people come to Titan. Don't just Google and find it.
No.
Once you go to the act, and they said, not only that, when you go to the company specifically, like just like what they said, they're not gonna short you because it's the company's name behind it.
Right.
Whereas if you buy it from a store, it's like the store.
Right.
I couldn't believe. I never knew that. I was always like, man, it makes sense because I hear about if you order stuff on Walmart, it doesn't matter. It could be a T-shirt, it could be oranges, it could be anything.
Yeah.
And it's always like different. I never understood that.
Yeah.
They said like 50% of any type of supplement you get from Amazon is not even what it says it is, or it's like the watered down version. Why else would they sell it at the store for $80 and you go to Amazon and get the same exact type for $49.99
Yeah,
for shipping?
makes no sense, dude.
What's shipping?
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
They're not giving that big of a break, right?
Exactly. So same thing with the peptides. You want legit peptides, go to a place, you don't have to worry, you know it's 100%
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. All right. What should I know about testosterone therapy and hormone replacement therapy? It's a game changer. At that point, if you really need it, it's going to do a lot of great things for you, whether you're male or female. It's all about being monitored and doing it correctly too, as well, because just taking testosterone unmonitored, there could be other health or negative side effects that could happen.
Yeah.
So at that point, I would go to a real provider that knows what they're doing, not just a provider that's going to give you testosterone. We can help you out in that area if you need it. But that's the biggest thing. Like, know that. Sorry. If you need it. Sorry. Excuse me. If you need it, it's going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah.
You know?
And one thing, too, if you're asking what you should know about testosterone, if you take it, like one of the main things that I see, I mean, I'm not reading charts, I'm not a doctor, but just from what I see, myself, experience, is the estrogen. The estrogen is the main thing that's going to get out of whack for the average person that just takes it without.
Yep.
And the estrogen is going to make your mood swings. The estrogen is going to make the acne. It's going to oily skin. It's going to make your nipples puffy. It's going to loss of libido, dry out your joints if it's too much, too little. So estrogen is the main thing. So I think if there's something someone should know about testosterone therapy, is keep your estrogen regulated.
Yeah.
Right? That's like the main thing. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff too, blood pressure, all that stuff, but estrogen is like the main thing.
I agree.
Because the more testosterone you take, the more chances of your estrogen going up. And if you're prone like I am, you really want to make sure. Because when I'm doing testosterone therapy, I need to be on a anastrozole prescription and tamoxifen prescription because it hits two different organisms. Yeah. So don't just load up on the letrozole thinking you're good.
No, definitely not.
And your wife's going to be mad at you. Your elbows are going to be mad at you.
And I do want to make this clear, and this would probably be a clip, Andreas, for sure. So, estrogen blockers. I see a lot of people online, girls, guys, saying, do not take estrogen blockers.
That's the big thing, though. Yeah.
Don't take estrogen blockers. Okay. And then one guy's, if you're taking testosterone 2 times a week, you probably shouldn't go to this clinic. Right? I'm like, oh, okay. You should take it every day. 30 milligrams every day. Okay. All right. So let's get down this path, right? Let's talk about this. Never take an estrogen blocker. So if I take testosterone without an estrogen blocker, some people could probably get away with it, maybe. But there's a lot of people out there, they're not going to get away with it. Yeah. What's it going to do? So right off the bat, it might not do nothing the first shot, 2 shots. We really start aromatizing, though, after that. Let's say second, third week, really get into it. Yeah. There's going to be conversion. And I've heard even a female doctor, I don't know where she got her medical degree from, but that if you take testosterone at lower doses, then it's never going to convert. Never going to convert an estrogen, which I wouldn't guarantee that. And at that point, if it does convert, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, so let's go down that path. Don't worry about it. Estrogen goes up through the roof. Now you have water retention. You look puffy as hell. Yeah. Probably going to create high blood pressure because of all the water retention in the body. Yeah. And at that point, we're going to go down that path. We're going to start beating the kidneys and all these different things. So it's really a negative effect. So to tell people out there that they should never take an estrogen blocker, I think is really bad advice from a medical provider standpoint, from your fitness influencers out there that are saying it. You guys really need to look at things. I've been doing this for 13 years. So more than any of those doctors out there that have been talking about this, and more than these influencers that have been even knowing about all of this legally. Yeah. So at that point, like, look at it and don't just take my word for it. Do the research and look at blood work. And if you want to say anything, I have research from 13 years of patients that have been on protocols like this. And we know it works. And we know that you might need an estrogen blocker. I would say 85% to 90% of the time.
Yeah.
There are certain people out there that they don't convert too much.
Yeah, those are, and the thing with that, one thing with that is the people that don't convert too much, it's almost worse because then they have other issues that like in other words, if I'm a male bodybuilder, I take testosterone, I'm taking what I'm supposed to, HRT, and I decide to go another path and take too much.
Yep.
If I don't have any symptoms of estrogen, I'm gonna just keep taking too much. So now my blood's getting thick,
right?
Because I'm doing like 4 times what I should be doing,
right?
So it's like it just I don't know. It's just another thing with estrogen too. The big thing now is in terms of bodybuilding, guys trying to get big. The reason why they say don't take is because they're like you can't gain on it. You need estrogen to gain. So a lot of guys are so worried about the scale. They step on the scale. Like, say they want to be 250 and they're 240. They want to be 250. They're at 250. They start taking an anastrozole or something. And now they're 238, and they're like, "Whoa,
right?
No." So they're so concerned with gaining like the weight rather than what it looks like,
right?
Because that anastrozol will make you look better. It gets your skin thinner. That water,
water's coming off.
So just like everything within reason, like if you're taking 4 times the amount of testosterone, you're gonna have 4 times the amount of estrogen.
Absolutely.
And if you're taking 4 times the amount of anastrozol or tamoxifen, whatever it is,
whatever your blocker is.
So it's like less testosterone and less blocker.
Yeah. No, I mean that's
if you do more testosterone, you're going to need more blocker.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't really because it kind of like balances out. So people are so worried about gaining weight.
Yeah.
They take more testosterone to gain more weight, but then they need more estrogen blocker that's going to dry them out. So it doesn't. You might as well just lower both of them, be optimal.
The thing about it is this: if I ask somebody, right, like, hey, you think you can gain muscle like naturally? Mm-hmm. Like, let's say your testosterone levels are 900 naturally, right? Can you gain muscle naturally? Mm-hmm. Yes, right? Yeah. Like guys can gain, or girls, as long as their testosterone is optimal and their estrogen is balanced. We're not saying take all the estrogen out. We're talking about getting it in a mid-range type deal. Within normal range. Even if it's at the higher range and you feel a little bit better joint-wise and all that, great. But it's still a normal range. If we go higher, we know, yes, you need estrogen to create tissue. It's good for the heart. We need the lubrication. Fine. Awesome. But we know that if it goes too high, then tissues like gynecomastia, breast tissue will grow. Like it happens to guys. It happens without estrogen. It can happen with prepubescent kids, or it can happen because of medication. But usually those drive hormone changes, which create.
Yeah, I remember being a kid like 11, so I didn't know what it was. I just had like I didn't know what it was. I had no clue about anything. I remember it was like, it was all puffy and weird. But then again, my voice was deep. As a kid, I got big. So it's probably like a crazy blast of puberty, like 11, 12 years old.
Absolutely. And naturally kind of goes away from those. Like even Peters naturally went away.
See, I can't remember if they gave me anything for a kid. I'm not sure if they did.
I'm happy Peters is okay.
But that's why Peters got so big so fast.
He got so big so quick, right? So, but just make sure hormones are balanced. Don't take people's advice of not taking something to balance your hormones. Like that is just bad advice across the board. And for this one guy I see all the time to tell people they can't split their dose and they have to take testosterone a day. Even on his comments, people are like, I do that and I'm still getting water retention. I still have irritability. I still have acne. Like
the reason there's a half-life on testosterone for a reason. Like, I don't
it's in an ester, guys.
The thing is, even the half-life on cypionate is longer than what is prescribed. Mm-hmm. Like here at Titan, I'm prescribed my injections are twice a week for HRT. But I could really go once a week. But the reason why Titan does twice a week, it keeps more stable out. But it makes no sense unless you're taking testosterone acetate.
Right.
Testosterone acetate is the fastest, faster than propionate.
Right.
So if you do acetate maybe once a day, even twice a day.
Which is water-based, not oil-based.
No, testosterone acetate is oil-based.
Oh, you're talking about
testosterone suspension. Because there's no ester attached, like test no ester. But acid, most people don't never heard of acetate. It's like for boron or whatever. But that's the thing. You're not taking acetate, you're not taking propionate. Whether it's cypionate or enanthate, you don't need to. Like, what's the purpose of going? It makes no sense.
I pin myself every day. And then he said people are using 23 gauges and 25 gauges are idiots too. Like, okay, you're going to use an insulin needle, like a real insulin needle. You try to pull testosterone and then they're backloading it. You want to backload it so you want to take the sterility purposes. This is supposedly something that's big. Like, I'm like, this makes
I never understood people doing with an insulin needle, and like that's like the thing. But like, I mean, if people don't realize, just because you could see the muscle right here, it's still underwater and skin. You have to get to it.
There's tissue there,
you have to
man.
get. It's not Hercules potion. It's not BPC. If you want testosterone, it needs to be buried into the muscle.
Yes.
Like buried into the muscle,
Yes.
at least an inch.
So
at least an inch.
You know, people
depending on how big you are,
yeah,
you go 1.5 inches. I go 1.5 inches.
This is true.
You know, my delts are big, so when I do my prescription, I specify 25 gauge, 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like people like 1.5 inches. That's way too big. I'd rather go an inch, a half inch deeper.
Yep.
Than to go a half inch shallower and it's not really sitting in it. Yeah. I mean, Hercules potion, BPC, water based stuff, completely different. Yeah. But oil needs to be into the muscle. Like
agreed. I love you guys. Down to earth personas, so chill. Thank you.
Simply Deep is saying, have you ever guys heard of those retro? I think you gotta scroll down a little bit. Retro gaming sticks that have 20,000.
Yeah. I've seen them. They're pretty cool.
Games.
They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's go up to Wood Dub Bub. Let's go down this list. PM, is semaglutide safe and how does it relate to weight loss for COVID outcomes? It's going to help with weight loss, definitely safe. As far as for COVID outcomes, I don't know how that really plays a part. You know, obviously, if you have COVID, this is not going to do anything for COVID at all. It's not going to help in one way or the other. I mean,
I think they're basically asking if it's safe. Are you asking like, is it safe to take?
It's safe. Even if you had COVID, right? Long COVID, short COVID, yeah, there's plenty of people on earth that take it. It's definitely gonna help. Love you, Titan. We appreciate that. How do I? Nothing else there. Simply Deep, Titan Medical Center. Good afternoon, John and Big Dru and the chat room. What is going on? And then Drew, we talked about. Have you guys ever heard of those retro gaming sticks? How do I interpret my blood work results for hormones and metabolism? You know a medical provider is somebody that understands, go over your blood work. And Titan Medical Center do that for you guys nationwide too as well.
Yeah, if you guys have gotten your blood work through Titan before, you can always call and just like that, and try to go over it with you. Have it on file. So a lot of people get their blood work email and they're like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
And they're kind of like waiting. So I mean, maybe
you guys call or text us. We'll help you out.
Yeah, definitely call or text the actual provider. Don't just Google search. Is this an optimal range? Is this? Because everybody's different.
It's gonna honestly, if you're looking at reference ranges, all AI is gonna tell you, like it's put in a grok and stuff like that. It's gonna tell you where those things lie, and then Google, and Google's gonna give you all the maybe or what ifs could happen or is happening. So I wouldn't do that. How do I choose between injectable vitamins and nutrient therapy? Same stuff. Nutrient therapy and vitamins, injectable, same stuff. I mean, I guess nutrient therapy you guys could probably get through a feeding tube, but you're not going to be looking at it any other way. I mean, injectable vitamins is going to get the nutrients and the micronutrients, nutrients, whatever it may be, faster into the body as far as that goes. Higher absorbency, better transportation rate, all overall better results and feeling better. Question for the two of you. Can your woman go overboard wanting you physically? Depending on circumstances, I try to keep it tame as possible.
So I said, go overboard. Can your woman go overboard wanting
you physically?
No.
Nope.
And maybe if it's the other way around, I can't speak for women. There's no way a woman could want me too much physically.
No, hell no. Come and get it.
Yeah, there's no way.
Come and get it.
There's no way.
I've been married to my wife 18 years, still very, very active almost every day. So I don't got no problem with that. I try to keep it tame as possible. You want your woman to want you, man.
Yeah.
You don't want her to want anything else except for you.
That's what we like. That's what we want. Yeah. Go with the woman who wants you.
Usually it's in reverse where the guy wants it so much and the girl won't be able to keep up or she won't do it or whatever it is. Yeah, you don't want that either. But at that point, I would definitely want our women's. I know Drew, we definitely want our women wanting us 24/7, 365. What are the common side effects of testosterone and peptide treatments? Well, peptide treatments really don't have any really negative side effects. You might have an irritated site, itchy site. Testosterone usually won't have any negative side effects. If you're doing it wrong, not getting monitored, a lot of bad things can happen.
Yeah, so, just like we said before, estrogen can get
hair loss, and DHT goes too high, and you're blasting. Yeah. I mean, there's different things. So
I think a lot of times when people read about side effects, because everybody just asks Google and Chat GPT now. Right. So they'll be like side effects of testosterone, and they see all this stuff.
Yeah.
But that's assuming you're just doing it on your own with no medical supervision.
Even to that point, that's going to change. because the FDA came out on their panel and they said all that is false.
Yeah.
So Google's gonna have to update this. I wonder if they already have.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm gonna write some of those questions and see for myself.
That GPT thing, yeah.
Because it's out there now. Should I do weight training with GLP-1 weight loss injection? Absolutely.
Yes. Actually, most people don't do it. They just let the GLP-1 work.
Yes.
But if you do with weight, that's where your body's really going to have a
You're going to
change.
keep muscle. You're going to expedite fat loss.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to feel better overall, all around. You want a hard body, not a soft body.
Yeah.
Even if it's thin, you don't want some weak body. You want a hard body. That is only going to be done with weight training.
A lot of times, too, I hear women like, they're always like, I want to get toned. What can I do to get toned? You could take a GLP-1, but you're not going to get you can't tone fat.
No.
You know, you could tone muscle. Muscle is what gives it that tone. So
Yeah.
if you do the GLP-1, you could get the fat and water off.
Yep.
And the weight training give it tone. So that way you don't have like a smaller, deflated look. You still like you look fit. So it's definitely big.
Yep.
To do some, and it's going to help burn calories too as well. So
definitely, it's a must. Let's put it that way.
No, you're good. So simply, it was a good question.
Yeah, appreciate John and Drew. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate that. Are peptides safe long term? What should I monitor? Peptides are safe long term. We would do a blood test that we would do. So watching liver, watching kidneys, prostate, testosterone levels, those different things. You know, we can look at different other things. If something's off, then at that point we can send you to a specialist. But really had no problems as far as peptides being safe. Most of them are pretty safe. As far as that goes. And you can stop them immediately too as well. Would supplements actually help versus those that are just hype? Supplements over the counter, I would say, your protein, your creatine. Other than that, now we're talking about like Hercules Potion would definitely help for sure. GLPs would definitely help. GRP1s, growth releasing peptides. Peptides are going to help in general. Yeah. Right?
I would say any testosterone booster or tribulase is not going to help.
Yes.
So if you're looking for testosterone and people say, oh,
that's hype.
I don't want to go HRT. I may just go to a supplement store and buy the booster. That is not going to help.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to help.
I challenge people to go get their blood work done, taking those, and then
let's see what's coming back at.
Yeah, it'll go from like maybe a 408 to a 410.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be anything where you're going to actually experience or see anything changes.
Andrew Horwith, I think I said that right. What habits should I adopt for better overall health beyond just therapy? I mean, it's pretty simple. The 4 essentials, I think Andrew talk about all the time. Working out or activity, eating a good, nutritional, well-balanced diet, sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours, depending on who you are, and drinking water.
Yeah.
4. Don't smoke. Don't drink. And I do. Or just be balanced about if you're going to have a drink socially. If you're going to smoke THC, great, fine. I would stay away from nicotine or cigarettes, or chew or snuff. I haven't seen anybody snuff in a long time.
The huge thing now is the tobacco.
Yeah, tobacco.
A lot of bodybuilders are chewing the tobacco pouches and the tobacco because they're saying it's benefits, this and that. I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from it.
I'm not. There's other things you could do to get those same benefits that's not nicotine.
Yeah. That's another drug by definition. So it's like, come on, guys. Even for me, like, and it's not the exact same that I'm going to be talking about, but I know like everybody that has some little pouches. The pouches are supposed to treat nicotine. Like I used to chew tobacco, so like it's just no good for you. It just isn't good for you guys. My apologies if I went too far in my earlier question. You did. I think you said that. Here's an example. You and your lady are alone somewhere quiet. When no one is around and she want to do something fun,
then do it.
Do it. Just don't get caught in public, bro.
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Now, if it's public, you might get indecency charge. You might get arrested for that. So I would tell her, listen, hey, I got some shit to lose. Yeah. But, at that point, bro, like, find somewhere. Yeah. Find somewhere, I mean, maybe take a car. I don't know. I mean, you get caught in the car, I guess you control it too.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere. So you got to watch. But I'll tell you what, though. This is crazy. So when you go over to, like, the Dominican or whatever, Jamaica, whatever it is, right? Yeah. It's crazy because you go on these roads and you're like driving to town, drive out. And when you're driving in and out of these towns, like they'll have like these cars parked on the side of the road. I'm like, why are all these cars parked on the side of the road? Yeah. The driver's like, they're getting busy.
No. So they just pull over and do it in the car.
Have sex in the car.
So like over here they have like streetwalkers, they leave and go somewhere. Over there they just The girl gets in the car and they just go right there?
They take their girl there. They take their girl there and bang the man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm like, okay. And this is multiple countries I've seen this. I was like, damn, dude, you guys just let them bang out there like that?
Yeah, that's
we're getting in trouble.
Over here, we probably get in trouble.
Oh, for sure.
Recording or walking up to the car. Or,
for sure. Can you imagine that? Oh,
yeah.
Not straight. Oh, my God.
No tints.
Yeah, so that is she going over? She's not going overboard. Obviously, she's got a high sex drive.
Yeah,
and
a lucky guy.
Lucky. Yeah. At that point, I mean, listen, if you got a Tesla, I mean, I would just put that thing in FSD and let her roll like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, you're not gonna like
rappers are talking about autopilot. Like.
Bro, I mean, you're looking forward and getting served. So I mean, it's pretty good. So I would definitely like. My lady was like all about it, like all the time. Like I would definitely make sure that is one thing I satisfy in this region.
And one thing, real quick, about that, if somebody is in the mood all the time and you're not, we got plenty of stuff for that too.
That's what I'm saying.
PT 141.
Yes.
That's great for libido, erectile, everything. I mean, it's gonna PT 141. It's not the same mechanism as Viagra.
Yeah.
But when your mind is there, it does the same as like Viagra. So you can take it combined with Viagra.
Yes.
So I mean, there's plenty of stuff there too. If one person's has a high libido and the other person doesn't, whether it's male or female, we got stuff that can solve that.
And usually what it is like when we first started, it was like guys would first come to us, we optimize the dial in. Obviously that revs up the engine. Yeah. And now the partner can't keep up. Like, I want to keep up now. I want to go like that. So,
Superwoman.
And usually, exactly. And usually it's guys that rev up and girls have to catch on. But as some females get older, or just some females in general, they've got a high sex drive. You got to keep up with that. You got to make sure you're optimized and ready to go. And at that point, it is what it is.
And females too. Females could benefit from HRT as well. If their testosterone is really, really low, they don't have any, because females do have a little bit.
Sure.
A female doing HRT, whether it's like a micro sublingual or whatever, that will increase their libido too.
Absolutely. Well, it takes a step further and takes your stuff up right there. Hey, let me go somewhere where it's a little bit more, quiet or whatever.
Yeah.
How do GLP-1 weight loss drugs impact lean muscle mass over 12 to 24 months, and how do you prevent sarcopenia? So at that point, here's what's going to go down. So I would go on a GLP-3 like Retta. Retta is the best GLP as far as keeping on the muscle mass. If you're taking any of the other GLPs like Sema or Tears, at that point, what's going to happen is you're going to lose weight. And a lot of those people have a loss of appetite. If you don't eat, your body is going to find what it needs from inside your body, and that usually cannibalizes muscle for what it needs. Make sure you
start pulling from somewhere.
Hit your protein goals. That's what I tell everyone that's on GLP-1. I'm like, listen, hit your protein goals, do some physical weight training with weights or machines, I don't care. And at that point, you will prevent every negative side effect that you're going to possibly get from a GLP. I've got a guy who's close to us, and at that point, he's overweight. He's in his 30s. He's married, got kids. He just went in because thought he had a hernia. He does have a hernia, but he has a hernia that I've never heard of. Usually you get like an umbilical or biingual, which is sides, but I've never heard of a fatty deposit hernia. The fat is busting through his stomach line, not his stomach.
Like how do they even fix that? Like mesh or how do they?
I don't know. All I told him was this.
I
said, bro, I told you when he came in the office because he had low T, put him on testosterone, optimize that. And he's like, well, I thought the testosterone was going to take that off. Testosterone will boost the metabolism. It will help you if you're working out, you're dedicated to have a nutritional diet. Over time, yes, it will help. But to get a true, like, really quick, almost instant gratification result, that's for the GLPs. And I told him, I said, these GLPs are probably going to be the way to go for you. Just get the visceral fat down and get the body fat down, and you can come off of it. But at that point, you got to do something because, his health's getting out of whack, his blood work's out of whack. Like, it's just all bad.
Yeah, I've never heard of the fat.
Either have I.
Never heard of that.
I learned something new every day. So
one thing with the GLPs too is you're worried about lean muscle mass over 12. If you're already lean, that's even more reason that your diet and your training has to be there.
Yeah.
Because it's going to start pulling. That's the reason why I haven't taken Ready yet. I'm not going to say I'm not going to try it.
Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons why I haven't taken, because I'm so lean that I'm like, I'm going to have to up my food, or I'm going to have to rest more.
Yeah.
with that muscle. But I know a lot of bodybuilders are extremely lean that take it. And they love it. I know Nick Walker. Shout out to Nick Walker. Nick Walker's like the biggest Retta. And the thing is, you look at the differences in his body. He even made a video. The differences in his body. So the only thing I did this to my coaches, I added that Reddit. That's the only thing. So it's definitely working.
And that's the thing. Like, if
he's on point with his meals, his training. He's not going to miss any meal or anything. You can't just take a GLP and just let it do the work. Now, if you're overweight, if you're the Walmart in the cart, 300-400 pounds, and then you could do that. But if you look like you're in shape already, but you just want to be tighter, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you're eating, make sure you're training.
I agree. And you microdose. It's not like you're taking a full dose. So at that point, that's how you kind of really.
But if you're 200 pounds overweight, you could take the Reddit. It's perfect for you.
Hell yeah. Yeah. How do peptides interact with downstream IGF-1 signaling and cancer risk data do you monitor? What cancer risk data do you monitor? Well, it's pretty simple and easy. Like, peptides create pulses, most of them GHRPs, pulses to the pituitary to produce your own natural growth hormone. So it's not as crazy as like inject yourself with regular growth hormone, right? Or IGF-1. What cancer risk data do you monitor? This is the data that we would monitor. One, when a patient comes in, they fill out their new patient paperwork. On the new patient paperwork, they're supposed to be very truthful. And on there it asks, basically, has anybody in your family had cancer? Have you had cancer? Those are something that we're going to look at real good, because if you've had previous cancer, you're not going to be a good candidate. If your family is high risk and had cancer, let's say on both sides, you might be a higher risk and might not be able to take some of these therapies. And that's really what we monitor. We monitor those things. And then as we go on, obviously, we're going to monitor maybe through some blood work. We don't have to, but if you want to, we can. But we want to make sure you're healthy and want to make sure things are good. But that's it. And you really don't know, because growth hormone in general is going to grow every cell in the body. It doesn't pick or choose. And GHRPs are the exact same way. They're not going to pick and choose. They're just going to grow cells. Well, she deserves your best performance in that moment. And that's all I'll say about that before I get in trouble, or worse, get you guys in trouble. Yeah, don't get us in trouble. You take care of your old lady. You don't mess with us. I love your work and overall things. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Billy. Woo! 51 minutes in. All right. So our therapy of the week, because we haven't got to talk about it. Therapy of the week. This is another peptide blend. It's a very, very popular one. I know some people call it Clo. We call it Glow. And I know it's a little backwards, but it has GHK, KPV, BPC, and TB500 all in one blend for one shot to get all the results from all four. Super cool.
Yeah. A lot easier. Cool. You don't have to feel like a pin cushion. No. And one thing too, I was talking to John earlier before the show started. These can be mixed.
Yes.
There's a big thing now. These peptides going. People saying you can't mix this, you can't mix that.
Yes.
The peptides that you get from Titan Medical that are combined, there can be mixed.
Absolutely.
Just because you watch 2 or 3 videos, maybe you need to watch 10 videos. The other videos saying how they can be.
Yeah.
From actual medical providers, actual doctors, real, not. A guy that ordered from some site that didn't work, and now he's saying you can't mix it.
Right. Yeah, that's malarkey.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that word in a long time, but that's what it is. So at that point, you should.
I don't think I've ever used that word, malarkey. I might have to throw that one in there.
Add to the vocabulary. One new word a week, guys. But so don't listen to the bull BS out there, because it is BS. And if you guys really want the testing results, got them. So it's not a problem. That's one thing, and it's not some AI made up test results. I see some of these companies like the most.
Yeah. Wow.
AI third party COAs I've seen. I was like, oh, Nike.
AI is getting
crazy. Crazy.
The crazy thing is that even ChatGPT, if I go to ChatGPT and ask the question, he's like, oh yeah, with your history of this and that, and like it's like talking like it's my friend, like my counselor.
Yeah.
Like I asked it a question yesterday about it was some type of food. And it was like, yeah, well, since you're not experiencing the acid reflux no more because the BPC, I'm like, I didn't even tell you that.
Wow.
I didn't even tell you that, but just from my history, it just knew. Then I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute. I haven't, I used to get bad heartburn.
Yeah.
I've been die hard with my BPC. I have not missed
a single day.
I've kind of forgot I haven't had heartburn at all.
That's awesome.
I haven't red sauce, orange juice, lemonade. I haven't had it at all.
That's great.
It's the craziest thing. So it's like, that kind of
real BPC will definitely help with any stomach issues too, guys.
Burn, Remember at one point I was like hiccuping and I was like, every time I'd eat some ketchup, I was just like all day, like, I was like, damn, I didn't like the feeling. Now I'm like,
let's go.
I had like half a box of pasta last night, like a whole box, red sauce, salt.
Yeah. I mean, some pasta lately too, man. So that's been the big thing.
I've been back on the pasta just because it's a lot it's easy to make. It's easy to get a lot of it down.
Absolutely.
Because you could literally put it like with some steak or ground beef.
Yep.
It just you don't have to chew, it just swallows it down.
Yep.
As opposed to chewing on like
potatoes, rice, something.
Eggs. I'm doing a lot of eggs. I'm doing about 30 eggs a day.
Damn.
Yeah, about 30 eggs a day.
Wow.
Because Walmart has the 30 pack, 2.5 dozen. So I eat 10 at a time, so it's 3 minutes.
Wow. Think
about that.
It's great.
But you can't go wrong for that.
Hell no.
$7.50 for 30 eggs at Publix.
Thank you, Donald Trump.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, it is thank you, Donald Trump.
No, I know.
Went up, eggs went up, and then all of a sudden one day I go over, I'm like, I can get 30 eggs for $7?
Yeah.
That's 3 meals. I ate 10 eggs at a time.
It used to be a carton. It was like $5 or $6, maybe $7 before he got in.
I know, like the dozen pasture raised is like 9, 10.
Yeah.
I don't know what Publix is, but I was just like, wait a minute, $7 for 30 eggs? So I've been doing 3 egg meals and then like 3 other shakes or whatever. But
that's the best.
I might even do all eggs. I might try that.
Eggs are.
I might even do like we should set some up. Where I do my blood work because people are like cholesterol.
Oh,
no, it's fine.
No, it's got good cholesterol.
Cholesterol's good. Yes.
Yeah, it's got good cholesterol. I mean,
do like only eggs as my protein source. No meat, only eggs for like 30 days, whatever, just to see how it feels.
No calories with those egg whites either.
Yeah. Why do the whole eggs?
Okay, but
I've been hard-boiling like you do.
So I mean, you're getting it from the yolks. I mean, that's really minimal.
It's just so much easier to eat because when you do hard-boiled, it tastes it's like thicker.
It's the best.
It's like fudge.
Yes.
So if I have 10 eggs, and with just a fork, like sometimes I put seasoning, sometimes just a little bit of salt and just with like a coffee or something. It's thick.
Back in the day, that's what I used to do. I used to put salt on the plate, roll a little salt, and eat them.
That's what I've been doing. Just spray a little pink salt, just a little, just like a pinch, a little bit.
Yeah. They're good though. Eggs, guys.
Love my eggs.
Listen,
love my eggs.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it. You, some of these simple things before, like that's what people were living on forever, right? Like, so something was obviously right in some of these different things. Like the food pyramid has totally changed, right?
If you can't pick it or grow it, I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, it's literally changed upside down. Have you seen the pyramid and everything like that? It's awesome.
It used to be like no red meat. Now it's like red meat's king.
Right.
It used to be like no eggs. Now it's like eggs.
Yeah. We're getting some common sense back in what we're doing here, so it's pretty good. The other thing, as I would say, is before we end this bad boy, plastics. We're finding out that plastics are leaching into our food, and this isn't just water bottles, pops, sodas, anything that's in plastic nowadays. You got to watch out for,
especially Tupperware. You microwave that Tupperware.
So that's the next thing is Tupperware, right? I've been such a big thing about this, and I was talking to some guy who was out of Chicago who was telling me, he's like, it's gotten so bad, John, that at that point I threw away all the plastic Tupperware I had and I bought all glass.
Yeah.
Glass, is better.
I have glass, like if I ever like.
But you gotta be like,
But a lot of the glass ones have a plastic lid that snaps on it. So it's like everything's glass, but if you heat it up with that lid, you take the lid off to heat it up.
You take the lid off.
You heat it up with that lid, it's closed chemicals that's in there.
It's just heating up and leaching into the food. So, I'm gonna do glass.
Glass is good.
I told myself I'm gonna go to glass, and then they
got some good glass sets too. Like
they do.
They have the ones I have.
Yeah,
I could put water in it, like water, and shake it. It doesn't leak. Like it's like when you snap it, it's like it snaps on.
Yeah, plastic's good, or not plastic. Glass is good. Ceramic's good. Ceramic's a little heavy, but
mine's like almost like a Pyrex, like a thicker glass.
Pyrex good. Yeah. Pyrex good. So I'm gonna do that. And like, if you are looking for a plastic, right, like for drink cups per se, right, like in your house. BPA free. If you get BPA free, it's not gonna have those chemicals in it. That's why, like little babies, when you go buy like a baby bottle, it's all plastic, but it says BPA free. That's why.
But for us, they'll give us the crap.
Yes, yes. So at that point, like, just look at some of these different things because it's starting to add up. It's starting to add up. Like, why are we having so many? Main questions. How do I have a hormone deficiency at 30 years old when I have never done steroids? I eat very clean. I work out. Why is this happening to me?
You're buying your food at Walmart, eating
environment, leaching of plastics. You're taking all these microplastics, and like I said before, with the studies done, every one of the males in the studies had microplastic in their testicles. Everyone in the study had microplastic in their brain. What the hell is going on? We're looking into a machine right now that it will be able to take out all the microplastics out of your blood
Oh, that's huge.
and have it here.
That's huge.
It will
Because you could
be-
basically take it out and then start fresh.
It will have fresh plasma, fresh blood going back in you. It's super cool, guys. Some of the things that are coming, and Titan's going to be on the front edge of some of these things. So
Yeah.
I'm
I know the
excited.
plastics got bad. Remember when like water bottles are real thin now? Remember they never used to be that thin?
No,
And they used to like all of a sudden they're like, why is the bottle so? The plastic got bad when the bottle got thinner. Because now it's more
cheap.
Yeah,
Thin.
and they ship them in semis with no
Yep. No AC,
temperature control.
no, nothing. No.
So it's like 100 degrees in the back of a box truck, driven from 2 hours to the grocery store.
Right.
Then it's put in the back, sitting there
Right.
with the plastic. It's all hot.
Yeah.
That's why when you taste a hot water bottle, it's like you taste the plastic.
You taste the chemicals.
That's when you could really. When it's cold, it's so cold, it's like refreshing.
Yes.
But if it's hot, it's like tastes like the bottle that it's in.
Boy, I'll have to bring this in for the next show, but so I did like a cereal tasting thing. Obviously, like I like Ghost Taste the best, but they have high fructose corn syrup in it, a bioengineered ingredient, right? So I'm like, that's out. The Magic Spoon ones, the Fruit Loop ones are like tasting ones are the only good ones. The other ones suck. The cocoa ones, the chocolate chip ones, they suck.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like online, and there's like this other brand that came up was like Happy. Has no high fructose corn syrup, has 18 grams per serving. I'm like, oh great, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
That's tasting, right? I ordered from online. I got this cereal. It was the worst tasting cereal. I mean, I immediately spit it out. It was that bad.
Is it like hard?
It tasted so chemical.
Yeah.
It tasted like literally chemicals in my mouth. I was like, oh, this is.
Was it square? Was it like squares?
No.
Because I know they have one at the store right here. I looked in the back of it after you told me about the cereal.
Yeah.
It looked like it had everything. It was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I put milk in it, and the milk didn't even do anything to it.
Wow, really? Didn't soften up?
I was crunching. I was like, even with the milk, it tasted bad.
Yeah.
It tasted bad.
Yeah. Trust me.
I might go to that one, that magic one.
Magic Spoon, the Fruit Loop ones is the only one.
I do like a whole bowl.
That's it.
One meal, the whole
That's
bowl.
it. I was like, oh my god, this is disgusting.
This chemicals. I don't like the chemicals.
I don't like that. And I tasted like that's the other thing, like protein shakes. Like I'm trying to get Peter right now. Like he's on. He's in it to win it.
Yeah.
He's like, what's protein shakes? Like, but I looked up these core protein shakes and they said they cause cancer. I'm like,
core is pretty bad.
But like you look up on this site, it says that, on this site it says the best. It's probably because they're maybe paying for the site. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, what should I really get him? I mean, because if he was more responsible, a little bit more proactive, I'll give him the powder tub. He'd make his own. Be honest with you. But I need something that.
You're looking for strictly protein, or like does it have to have like carbs, or just
like protein shake?
Isopure. You tried Isopure?
Isopure protein shakes?
No, it comes in a glass bottle. It looks like Gatorade.
Is the water one? It's like
it's in a glass bottle, so you don't have to worry about the plastic.
Sure.
And it looks like Gatorade. They have like apple, fruit punch, and we taste. It's not any type of thing. It tastes like juice.
Oh, it tastes good.
Like it tastes like Gatorade, but it's a little bit of like you can tell it's protein.
Yeah.
But for someone who doesn't drink a lot of protein, they're like, oh, it's just juice.
Okay.
It's pre-made in a glass bottle. Isopure.
I'll order some.
0 calories, 0 sugar. Because some of my clients, or whatever, that like they want the low calorie stuff.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It comes in a case. Yeah. You can have a case just sit in his room.
Yeah.
Just grab one, just drug it. He could be on the way to school.
Yeah.
Glass bottle.
Yeah. I'm gonna order that for him because and then he wants to start working out. I'll be fine. I'm like, oh, thank God. A little bit too late, but.
Yeah, you probably end up drinking those.
I'll drink it with them. I don't care.
A couple of flavors a little in.
Next week we're starting 5:30 a.m. workout, so I'm like, all right, let's go. 5:30. I'm not gonna say no to you, bro. Like you won't.
It's gonna be dark out.
Yeah.
You work out at the house. You're gonna go to.
Oh no, we're gonna go to EOS down the street.
Yeah.
And at that point, he'll come back, take a shower, and go to school. He'll come back, shower, and come to work. But am I looking forward to 5:30 workouts again? Probably not, but it is what it is. I'll do anything for
the last one. I think it's a junior.
Junior. Yeah. But this is a really important year for me. He's the ace on the team right now, so he's got a lot right on his back, and he needs to get more weight and more muscle on him because obviously he's going to throw a lot harder if he does.
How much weight? What does he weigh? How much?
167 pounds right now.
167. Yeah.
He needs to be at least 180 at 6'3".
Yeah. Yeah, but he's still young though.
I know.
Some kids don't even fill out. Like
no, I know.
Some kids don't even fill out. Like
you only got.
But you really need to. I mean, yeah, you may need to be bigger and stronger, but in terms of his position as a pitcher, you don't really need to be like strong.
It will help him throw
the
ball.
No, it help him throw the ball. But I'm saying you don't need to be like
No,
Like, look at Randy Johnson. Long, 6'10", lanky, skinny, but strong.
Still give me
Like, in other words, you could be skinny strong.
Sure.
He doesn't need to be 200 pounds.
No, you don't need to be like 250 jacked up a mountain. Absolutely not.
I think as long as because it's not like a contact sport, so as long as your strength is there, it doesn't matter how big
that's the main thing. Strength, right? Like getting him stronger and then filling out just a little bit of muscle. But strength is the number one thing because strength's gonna help pull the ball. So we'll see how that all goes, and we'll start documenting that. That's gonna be awesome. All right, we got any new ones. I think we're good there.
We're gonna talk about this.
I know.
Cars and Couture
right now. So Cars and Couture, first Titan Medical Center event. This is a charity event too for Autism Speaks. So I can't wait for this. It's Scarlet Night, so red attire is promoted. So at that point, it says required. I'll probably wear a red shirt, but I'm not wearing all red. So as far as that goes, and I think I got just the outfit for you on this
red.
Of course, I got that red sweater.
I have one. The cutoff.
The cutoff.
I got it.
Yeah. That's the one I want.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be perfect for this event.
Cutoff. Yeah. It's like the nice embroidered stitch.
Yeah. So this will be at the Motor Enclave Saturday, February 7th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's for a good cause. It's gonna be a full runway show, full dinner. I know the aerial dragons are gonna be there, probably swinging from the top of the rafters. Cocktail hours before that from 6 to 8. So. Can't wait. It's gonna be really, really good. I know some badass cars are coming. The Titan vehicles will be up in there. So Titan Medical Center will be up in there. So it's good. Jacob's Touch. That's who we're doing it for. And Jacob's family is awesome. I know his mom and his dad, and I know him. So
How old is Jacob now?
Jacob, I think he's like 17, 18 now. I'd have to get his age, but he's a young adult. Let's put it that way. And like I said, his dad and his mom are fantastic people. So. Super happy about this, and we'll be adding on more events as they come. We've got some ideas what we're doing here, what we're going to do here in the future. Plus, we're doing our train with the True Cryo unit this Saturday, so we'll be offering True Cryo sessions, facial cryo, all that cool sculpting, everything with that. So, and we're going to do a mobile too as well. So at that point, we'll be able to bring out some events and stuff like that. We'll spray people down.
That facial crowd. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Tightens up the skin.
That's probably the only crowd I'd do. I hate cold, but facial, I could do that. My face needs some work.
Literally. And it takes 30 seconds to like a minute or two.
Yeah.
Like it's done. Like usually you put your hand there is what they're gonna do it. But I will do it here just to make sure I mastered that technique. Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. So that's all we got.
It probably helps for people to shave a lot too, like with the skin and everything. Like.
Absolutely, dude. The pores and everything, man. So it's gonna be good. Make sure you guys are keeping locked all the socials. We appreciate you guys being on YouTube, Twitch for us, even X, but I didn't see anybody come through X. I need to boost that account up a little bit. But I appreciate all you guys. I mean, me and Drew are here every Friday. If I'm not here, Drew's holding it down for sure. Got a good 3156 on here right now. There's a lot of people on here. So good stream today. We appreciate all you guys. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be back at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for Titan Lifestyle. Make sure you hit the bell on YouTube so you're notified of videos like this. Like John said, we got the podcast and all the other social media events. We'll be back next week. I hope everybody has a great week.
Hell yeah. Later, guys.
See you guys next week.